Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We're going to be attempting the new Dokkan Chronicles. We're going to be hopping into this completely blind as always, so leave your thoughts down in the comments. Now depending on how long this takes and how difficult it is, we're going to be clearing stage 1 in this video at least, and if it seems to be relatively easy or relatively short, we're going to clear every single stage up until the 4th year in this one video. And of course, with the new event comes new missions, so you know your boy had to clear all the new missions with the new event as well. So go down below, drop a like in the video, subscribe if you're new, all the support is very much appreciated, and show your boy some love. And because of the limitations on each stage, for stage 1 we can only use characters who debuted before the end of March 2016. No idea what to expect from this, like whatsoever. We're gonna let Frieza go in slot 1. And we're actually going to rotate Gogeta off, just because he currently, out of every single unit here, does not yet have a super easy A. Which that's also crazy to think of as well. Every single unit on this team, from literally year 1 of Dokkan, from 2016, has a super easy A in the game right now. Give it a few weeks time into the anniversary, or part 2, specifically, and Strength Gogeta and Intro Nemba will have super easy A's in the game. Do you know how crazy that is? That just shows how much Dokkan has changed all the years, or over the years, should I say. The fact that every unit on this team currently has a super easy A, and eventually will have a super easy A. I haven't seen Dokkan teams like this in a hot minute. Well, literally 9 years ago. Which, funny enough, I wasn't even playing the game 9 years ago. I've been playing Dokkan for 8.5 years. So this was even before my time. This is from some of you older veterans in the game who were playing during the first year of Dokkan or the first anniversary. I was halfway between the first and the second. But honestly, it's so crazy to see. We're going to do that. And then we're going to save all of those Rainbow Key Spheres for Broly. But so far, this event seems relatively easy. As I said, we are hopping into this completely blind, and because it does seem like this is going to be really easy to complete, I'm just going to do every single stage in one video. We might as well. We're almost done with stage 1 as it is. But I like the novelty. That's one thing. I really like the novelty of this event. I like the fact you have to use units that released in that year. You can't just go back and use, you know, the current 10-year anniversary units or the 9th anniversary units or any units released within that year. Like, while so far, I mean, the later stages might be a bit more difficult, especially once we get through, you know, the later stages, which are going to be the later years. Maybe they're going to be somewhat of a challenge. Who knows? Not quite sure yet. But currently, this is fairly easy. I mean, we don't actually have that much HP. Which I think I'm so used to having over 700k HP, now 800k, that seeing a team that only has 300k, I didn't even clock we had such little HP, just because of how used to it I am. And again, that's how much Dokkan has changed. So maybe I should kind of keep a little bit of an eye out, because we're actually taking some damage considering we only have 300k HP. But it's just, this is just a fun thing for me. This is just a fun novelty of using all these old units that have been out in the game for years. But there we go. Stage 1 complete. Let's move on to stage number 2. We're on to stage 2, which is every unit released from 2017 and back. So up until the 2nd year anniversary. Let's move Gohan into slot 2. And again, it's just kind of crazy to see how much Dokkan has changed. We still have a lot of super easy A's on the team. The free-to-play Prime Battle LR Goku, which I remember when this unit first dropped, everyone went crazy for this unit. And that's when the first introduction of the 777 medal grind was introduced. Like, only real OGs know about the original grind. Where some people bit the bullet and was like, I'm going to do this. And a lot of us probably done what I did at the time, which is, do you know what? I can't be bothered. It's a free-to-play net. I can't be bothered. But the first Prime Battle LR Beerus. Beerus is currently one of the best super easy A's in the whole game. The 2nd year anniversary units came out a whole 8 years ago. I remember what I was doing for the 2nd anniversary, and this is going to be a short story time, so hopefully you enjoy it because you're getting it anyway. I remember me and my boys when in an Xbox Live party chat talking to each other about the anniversary. This is when all me and my boys played Dokkan, not just 1 or 2 of us. All of us. No one was left out. And we're like, cool, we're all gonna summon. Actually, wait, here's a sick idea. What's that? Why don't we go to one of my boys' houses, we'll order pizza, and we'll summon together. That's exactly what I did. I walked to my boy's house, another one hopped on a bus. We all met up, we got like 2-3 pizzas to share between each other. Extra large ones as well. We were chunky boys. We were growing after all, come on. Gotta build up your strength. And not only did we sit there and have pizza and chilled, we waited for the banners to drop. And this was back in the day when the servers' knees were weak. Like, the servers on Dokkan could not hack the amount of people hopping onto the game trying to summon, especially when these were the first Super Saiyan 4 units in the whole game. So you could imagine the hype that was in there. Like, let me know down in the comments if you were about when the 2nd anniversary was taking place and how bad the servers were. Because we chilled, we ate our pizza, we all tried to hop on the game, and the game crashed. The servers could not hack the amount of people that were trying to hop on to summon at once. So what ended up happening? No one ended up summoning at my boy's house. We all ate our pizza, we chilled. I think we played some Xbox. We all constantly tried to get on the game like every 10, 20 minutes. And then me and one of my boys left. And then as we were leaving, give it like 10 minutes after we left, poor timing, I know, and we could get onto the game. And what was funny was, I think I was one of the first people to get onto the game because I think they let you log in depending on your login ID and let people in at a time, or it was done at random, I can't remember. And I was one of the first ones to get onto the game. We had a group chat and everything. I managed to pull, I think, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, sent a screenshot into the group chat. One of my boys went crazy. He was like, oh my god, no way, let me see if I can get onto the game. My other boy refused to believe it. He was like, no, you're lying. You got the screenshot from somewhere else. You got the screenshot from Twitter. That's how much he didn't believe I managed to get onto the game because of how bad the servers were. No, I was on the game. I was chilling. I was sitting there giggling to myself, being like, I don't know what to tell you. I've got him. Like, he's there. Would not believe it. What happens? 5 minutes later, my other boy sends in a screenshot of him getting Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So then he was forced to believe, like, oh, okay. He was like, oh, you guys can actually get onto the game. Oh, shit, nice one. Oh, cool. Let me go summon. But I said, I still remember where I was during the 2nd anniversary. And this is when I said me and my boys used to chill together. And we all used to play Dokkan. And we used to just all summon together. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. I can't lie, this event's making me feel old. Because that was 8 years ago. And I've been playing this game for 8.5 years. That makes me feel so old. I was 17 when I started playing this game. I'm now 25 years of age. Do you know how serious that is? And if some of you are like, that's not 8.5 years actually. No, it is. I'm turning 26 this year. The math is mathing, don't worry. But that makes me feel so old. Started playing this game when I was 17. I'm about to be 26. I'm soon to be 26. That's crazy to me. How have I been playing one game that long? And I made this joke on Twitter. No one can tell me I'm not loyal. I've been playing the same game for 8.5 years. No one can tell me I'm not loyal. I've been loyal since day. I think that's what I'm going to do for every stage now. I'm going to talk about where I was during that time period and everything from that year and like the anniversary. So you're going to get like 6 different story times in this one video. And then by the time we're done, you're going to have a full like 9 different story times for every anniversary. So stay tuned in for that. You better get yourself a drink and some snacks to enjoy Chris's story times. And I hope you're appreciating these, okay? But that's another stage clear. So here we are for stage 3. This is units released up until the end of March 2018, I think it was. The year is definitely 2018. But I think it's up until March. These are following from the JP timeline rather than global, of course. Considering JP is the OG and global had to wait 6 months down the line for everything else. Still kind of crazy how... I know we're kind of used to it at this point, but it's still kind of crazy how both global and JP are now synced up. Something we never thought would actually happen until it did. Like if you said to me, and we'll go off the stage we're doing, 2018. So if you said to me 7 years ago that we would be linked up, both games would be synced. There wouldn't be 2 separate versions. There wouldn't be global, foresight, anything like that. I would genuinely laugh at you. I'd be like, you're chatting was. What are you talking about? Ha ha ha. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what that was. But I'd be like, what are you waffling about? And now we're linked up. We're synced up on both versions of the game, which is still crazy to think about. Maybe sometimes Dokkan still does things where it doesn't seem like we're synced up, but we are. Either way, we are. But it's still crazy to think that. But in terms of story times, they do continue. And year 3 was basically a repeat of year 2. Except a minor twist. Which, before I start this story, Ben, if you're watching, I apologize. All these years later, I apologize. I think I apologized to you then, but looking back, what I did was foolish, immature. Was it funny? Yes. But I apologize. So here's what happened. I'm not a bad guy, I promise. Here's what happened. So we were chilling in an Xbox Live party once again for the 3rd anniversary. Or just before the 3rd anniversary started. One of my boys said the exact same thing as last year. Oh, do you guys want to come chill at mine? We can get food and we can summon together. Yeah, sure, 100%. Let's do that. Let's roll true. But that's exactly what we were going to do. And we still did it. We still did it. Except for some reason, me and my boy, that same one whose house we were going to go to, we stayed up. So it was like 6, 7 in the morning. Whenever the banner and celebration literally starts, we were awake still when the banners dropped. So you're talking year 3 anniversary, you're talking the fusing Goku and Vegeta units, the Int Vegito, Fizz Gogeta. Which looking back now, again, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Looking back now, that anniversary wasn't that great. Looking back. At the time, sick. Probably the best anniversary we've had so far. But looking back, that's probably one of the worse anniversaries. That was kind of one of the downer anniversaries, even though there hasn't really been any anniversaries that have been downers. But we were awake and we sat there and was like, kind of really tempted to summon right now. How much is damage going to do? Because we have Titus advantage. Oh, 78. All that damage reduction is kicking in. But we were sitting there and they were like, the banners are out. Kind of want to summon. You know when you see the banner, you kind of, you know what happens when the anniversary banner show up. You're like, I want to summon now. This is why we try to build up as many stones as possible. Not just to have them to give ourselves more of a chance. That's like the main reason. But because you want to summon as soon as they drop, you don't want to wait. Even though the anniversary is going to give you over 1,000 stones, you don't want to wait. You want to summon there and then and try your luck immediately. So we're sitting there like, really want to summon. I'm like, you want to just summon now? You know, we're still going to meet up later. Like, what's the big deal? And that's exactly what we did. So first I apologized for that, which looking back, he really didn't care about. But we summoned. I don't think he pulled anything, and I think I managed to pull both, a copy of both. I can't remember if I pulled a copy of both there and then, or if I just pulled one copy of one of them. Can't remember. But I think it was both. Obviously got gassed, stayed up for like an extra hour, then was like, cool. See you later, gotta get some sleep. Tired. So we ended up going to my boy's house. I said, same procedure as the year 2, same procedure as the followed like previous year. Still went to my boy's house, still got food, still chilled. The servers didn't have an absolute meltdown this year, so we actually all got to go onto the game. So went to my boy's house, chilled. Can't remember if we got pizza again, if we got something else, but we definitely got food and chilled. Played Dokkan, played Xbox, did whatever. You know, good times, good shit. Ben gets to my boy's house. We're like, oh, by the way, we've already summoned. He's like, oh, that's okay. Cool. He starts summoning. He is having an absolute shaft. He is getting the shaft of a lifetime. This man, or at the time, this boy, he's not even pulling featured units, let alone the anniversary units. He's not even pulling featured units. He cannot pull a featured unit to save his life. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him. Because he couldn't even get a featured unit, and I had already pulled one or both. Either way, I had an anniversary unit in my box, right? That sounded really odd, but we're gonna brush over that. I mean, technically we haven't brushed over it because I'm mentioning it, but we're gonna carry on regardless. But I had already pulled one or both of them, right? And I was like, do you know what? Seeing you summoning, and also because we said we were gonna summon together, kind of makes me want to summon. So I was like, I've still got stones. I'm gonna hop back in, and I'm gonna summon with you. I'm like, what are the chances that I'm gonna pull a dupe? Let's just say they weren't that smaller chances, because I ended up pulling a dupe. He's sitting there in an absolute despair arc. Can't even get a featured unit. And I just pull a dupe. Not on the first multi, but in the first rotation. I get a dupe just like that. Takes no time at all. I start getting to myself. I show him my phone. I'm like, I'm so sorry. So I summon again. Like, I carry on. I switch over. I switch over to the other banner. And I summon again. I'm like, I apply the same logic. I'm like, realistically, what are the chances I'm going to pull another dupe in the other anniversary unit? I go and do it again. And again, it doesn't really even take me that long. I pull another dupe while this man is still yet to pull a featured unit. And I just sat there creasing to myself. And I apologized to him back then as well. I was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, it's fine. It's fine. But like, imagine that. You're having an absolute despair arc. And your boy next to you, one of your close friends, goes and pulls one of the anniversary units right next to you. And they're duped. And just sits there laughing at you. So it was all fun and games. It was all a joke. But Ben, I'm so sorry. And looking back on what I did, I shouldn't have hopped in and summoned. What I did was very, very foolish. I'm so sorry. I took all your luck. I love you. But there we go. Stage 3 cleared. I think there's only 4 stages right now. So final stage. Let's go. Now I won't lie to you. This has taken me 2 previous attempts. This stage definitely kind of picks up the damage a little bit. Or I say picks up the damage. In comparison to the units you are using, it definitely picks up the damage. Because a lot of these units, even though they have easy A's, they're fairly old. And they just aren't that good anymore outside of the super easy A's. So I won't lie to you. I've died 2 times doing this. And I've been mid-story time. Which is why we've ended up having to redo it for the 3rd time. But yes, this is my 3rd attempt trying to do this last stage. Because as I said, the damage has kind of picked up a bit. The damage was kind of there last turn, but you know, nothing to be worried about. I think only Ginyu was really taking damage. This one, I can't lie, we've been caught off guard a couple times. And I know what you're thinking, why have we brought God Goku? He is useless here. No, he's not. I mean, he's kind of useless for the time being, but no, he's not. And the reason why he's not is because once we get past Frieza, the only 2 enemies we face are Super Saiyan Goku and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the 5th anniversary, the login unit. So we're going to be facing pure Saiyans. So his damage reduction is going to be chef's kiss. So that's why he's here. Other than that, try to keep as many good units and super easy A's on the team as possible. But I'm going to try again for the 3rd time to tell my story time. Okay? 3rd time's the charm after all. And this story time is a bit different to the other 2 because there was no chilling at one of my boys' house. You know, there was none of that. There was no, you know, actually, I think I might do this because Beerus is on the other rotation and just rotate Goku off. But yeah, there was no chilling at my boy's house. There was no meeting up to summon. There was no pizza. Can you believe it? There was no pizza. I mean, there might have been pizza, but I can't remember. dodge, dodge, no dodge. So an unnecessary... Really? You dodge the normal, but you don't dodge the super attack? That's so Dokkan of you. That is so Dokkan of you. But yeah, there might have been pizza, but I can't remember, okay? But yeah, this story time's a little bit different. I said there was no going to my boy's house. There was no we all meet up, chill, have pizza and summon. Again, there might have been pizza, but I don't remember. And the way this story time goes is this was actually the first year. The 4th anniversary would have been the first year and first anniversary I ever made content on Dokkan. And before you say anything, no, it's not on this channel. So you can't go back and look through all my old videos and find it. This was on a completely different channel before this channel was even thought of, let alone made. So if you didn't know, which I'm sure literally every single one of you didn't, your boy used to upload FIFA videos. I used to have a whole different channel where I uploaded FIFA content. I did FIFA videos. Now, if you didn't know, which again, I'm sure a lot of you didn't, because why would you? I love football. Not American football, actual football. What some of you call soccer. I'm not calling it that. Football, okay? Football. That's what it's meant to be called. Love it. And I used to be one of those guys. I was locked into FIFA. I played it most days when I was younger. I was locked in. I was locked into the grind. But then as the years progressed, the game got really dry and the game got really dead for me. And I didn't want to do the grind no more. You know, I managed to escape that abusive, toxic cycle that is FIFA, that is NBA, that is Call of Duty every year. I managed to escape. So if some of you are still playing and you're not having a good time and you're not enjoying yourselves and you're thinking, how do I get out? Just believe in yourself. Because if I can do it, you can do it too. Okay? You will be free. You just have to set yourself free. Okay? Okay, it can be done. I promise you. But I decided to stop playing FIFA. Or at the time, FIFA was getting a bit dead. This is just before I stopped playing it. So it got a little bit dry and I was like, I need something new to upload in the down period of FIFA, the downtime of FIFA. And I was like, well, what do I upload? Because, you know, I weren't really playing anything at the time. I don't think there was anything too crazy out. I was like, why don't I upload FIFA, Dokkan? I was like, I can upload Dokkan videos. You know, I play this game pretty much every day. Or at least I log in every day. But I almost play this game every single day of my life. Still, the fact I've been playing this game for almost every day for 8.5 years is still crazy. Really makes me feel old. I was like, why not make some Dokkan videos? And they done fairly okay. For that channel size, it was fairly okay. So I was like, okay, cool. Oh, I didn't think about that, actually. Gohan needs to be rotated off so he can be on the other rotation so we can permanently have him with guard. Actually, no, he has guard in slot 3, but I'd rather be on rotation than be in slot 2. So yeah, we can rotate him onto the next turn. Beerus should soak all of this up. Oh, you stunned him. Scumbag. Scumbag. Crit him. Crit him. Do it. Good shit. And there's the dodge. Do it again. Third time. Maybe a fourth? No, it's fine. You only took 10 damage. But yeah, I decided to upload Dokkan in the downtime of FIFA while things were fairly dry. So I ended up doing that, I think, for like 2, maybe 3 months. And then the anniversary started. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely uploading content on this. And the video's done fairly well. You know, I remember during my first summon video, I think, and I don't know how I remember this. I think it took me all the way until like almost the very last summon or the second to last summon. And I managed to pull an LRSSJ4 Vegeta, which obviously I was gassed about. SSJ4s, it's my boy Jeets. And then I think I've done a whole second video where I managed to pull Goku fairly quickly. So it was a fairly successful anniversary. And I quite like the 4th anniversary. Because if you didn't know this either, which I've said it quite a bit, so you should know. Yes, I'm a Jeets fanboy. That's my favorite character. I also love Rose, but Jeets is my guy. Okay? But my favorite transformation in the whole entire series is Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think it is the rawest and peakest looking form and transformation in the entirety of Dragon Ball. There's no debate. There's no discussion. Super Saiyan 4 is peak. End of. Debate with yourselves. And they did fairly well. And then I think I uploaded Dokkan for a little bit longer. And then the new FIFA came out. So it was time to go back to normal. It was time to just upload FIFA again. And that's kind of where the Dokkan story time kind of stops. Or at least the anniversary story time kind of stops. But I don't want to leave you hanging because that one feels fairly short. And we're still in this stage. So I'm gonna chuck a bit more on. I'm gonna chuck a bit of seasoning on, a bit extra. Which is the Dokkan content stopped. I think I carried on playing and uploading FIFA for like an extra, maybe 2-3 years, or maybe 3-4. Yeah, I think it was 3-4 years. Decided to stop because doing FIFA content so over diluted, so diluted. 10 times worse than say trying to do Dokkan content. And I didn't want to give up making videos. We're gonna get a little bit serious. I didn't want to give up making videos because I love doing it. So I was like, what do I do? I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to stop. So I started uploading less. I started really hating FIFA and I didn't want to play it anymore. So I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna upload. So I think I stopped playing FIFA. And I think on that channel, I started uploading... Yeah, I started uploading different games. Just different games I was playing at the time. And they done fairly okay, considering I'd uploaded FIFA on that channel for years. And then I was like, hold on a minute. I've been playing Dokkan for years. Like, at this point, you know, you're looking at... At that point, you're looking at like 4.5 years I've been playing Dokkan for. We're going to go for the nuke. I can't not give my boy Geetus the nuke, so we're going to go for it. So I was like, why not just do Dokkan fully? Why not just do Dokkan permanently? So before I took the plunge and done Dokkan fully, I made a whole second channel, which this was the second channel. Back in the day, during my day, this was the second channel. This was a channel I uploaded Dokkan on while I had a main channel that used to be FIFA. Then I started doing random games. And then fast forward, 3 years later, and here we are. Here we still are uploading Dokkan on this channel, which is now my main channel, and there is no second channel. This is my main channel. This is the channel. And I think it's been a pretty decent ride. But there we go. The first 4 stages of Dokkan Chronicle complete, and all of the missions of using one of each type. And I think stage 1, you didn't use a support item, which I don't think you need to, because stage 1 is really easy to do. So for the time being, this is clear until we get the rest of the stages. So I hope you did enjoy the video and the story times. Let me know down in the comments when you started playing Dokkan. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, have a great day, and peace.